Howdy doody.
Good afternoon, Alex. There we go. We've got it right this time. I think I've got the sequence right.
I think my internet's better on downstairs, so it's got less of a journey to travel, but saying that, it looks like I'm a bit delayed.
You were very grainy. Yes, that's right. Last week you were very grainy and a little bit of a lag, wasn't it? Yeah, everything
very ethereal.
I just had the thumbs up from Jake in the background that we're live. Everything's live. Welcome to another Master of Malt competition draw. We've got 11 lots to get through today. Some pretty exciting whiskey as far as I'm concerned. And we've got a few more that have come up. There's not a lot left for next week. I've seen another one just disappeared a minute ago. So not a lot of tickets left for some of these. So hurry, hurry, hurry. There's a Hibiki 12-year-old. That's the big one. There's over £2,000 a bottle. It's a special Kasho Fujitsu edition. I don't speak any Japanese. There's a Macallan 15-year-old Grand Reserva from 2017. So that's out of a private collection. That would set you back quite a few pounds these days. There is one thing that is fairly new that came out at the end of last year. It was a Bruichladdich 30-year-old in their redefined whiskey series, an 18 and a 30-year-old. And I just love the packaging. I love the concept. And old school Bruichladdich is beautiful. So this is whiskey from back in the day before they reopened. So old school Bruichladdich. That's just £7 a ticket. And there's just a handful of tickets left for the Aberfeldy 21-year-old, their exceptional cask series, and that's St. Pauillac red wine cask finish. Over £350 a bottle, I think, over £390, I think they say in the blurb. There's a few more gone up that I've taken a shine to. There's a 30-year-old Dalmore. Almost £4,500 worth of whiskey there for £15. A Bunnahabhain 30-year-old, and I do like a drop of old Bunna. So this will be Bunnahabhain from their unpeated range from a long, long time ago. I don't think they started peating until 1997. So this is from 1988, that is. That's a 30-year-old Bunnahabhain. So that looks pretty exciting. There's a Springbank, an ODD cask. Not odd, but ODD, independent bottler. So yeah, there's an ODD cask number 282 up for grabs there. Springbank, always very popular. I think this is a new Glenfiddich Grand Chateau, 31-year-old. That's just gone up. A little collection of Glendronach, always very popular. 3 Glendronachs together there for a £5 ticket. And a pair of 12-year-old Lagavulins, so 2 different years, for just £5 a ticket. That will go pretty quickly.
Amazing.
I think so. Yeah, there's some crackers in there. What would like that Bunnahabhain? I would very much like that Bunnahabhain. Really, because we've been fortunate that we bottled a few old Bunnas in the past, and they've always delighted. And the same with the Bruichladdich, the old school Bruichladdich always make me feel warm inside.
A little bit of central heating.
A little bit of more. It's more about the history and not just the central heating side, but yeah, not central.
Emotional central heating.
Emotional central heating. Yeah, the old school, the old style that just that makes you feel warm inside, warm and gooey. Right. Shall we get on with today's draw?
Let's pick some winners.
Well, I'm going to start with a little collection of just the 6 whiskies. Oh. Why not? Let's just start with all 6. From a Speyside distillery that was closed and almost lost. It was one of those distilleries we almost lost until it fell silent for a few years. And Gordon and MacPhail have always wanted this distillery, and they tried their hardest to get hold of it for a long, long time, because it's one of the distilleries that's quite close to them as a family business. And they've had old Ben Romack maturing away for a long, long time. And when they bought this distillery and reopened it, it's a big hoo-ha, and they've been making some really cracking whiskey. I think they really do make some lovely whiskey. I'm a big fan of this little tiny distillery that has been making great whiskey over the years as they brought this thing back together. So this is a collection of 6 malts ranging from 10-year-old to 21-year-old. Some cask strengths, some geeky stuff, lots of cool stuff in here. This was just £5 a ticket, and I'm surprised it didn't sell out all the way, but almost sold out. Just 4 short. I would have definitely had one of these. But let's pick a winner, Alex. Are you ready with your wheel?
I'm ready with that wheel.
Whipper. There's no delay today.
Congratulations.
Callum with an L. Congratulations. That's a cracking reset. Yeah, tell us what you think. Tell us what you think of Ben Romack. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, up next, always very popular from the Macallan. Wow. I was at the whiskey show the other weekend, and Macallan was overrun. Beautiful big stand, but yeah, very, very popular stand, very, very quickly. This is the Enigma whiskey. It's just £5 a ticket. So this is at one of the high end of Macallan's Quest collection. I think it was released for travel retail only. So if you weren't traveling, you couldn't get hold of this. So you had to buy it through auction. I think this is from one of those private collections or bottles. So yeah, immediately sought after. Just £5 a ticket. To buy one of these, roughly around 350, I think. Are you ready with that wheel, young Al?
I'm ready.
Let's pick a winner.
Okay.
Nicholas, congratulations. We'll be sending that out to you shortly. Are you being attacked by a dog?
I've brought Rocco a suction thing to stick on the floor and put peanut butter on to keep him occupied while I'm doing this. And he's licked all the peanut butter off and ripped it off the floor and just brought it over to me.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, up next we have a Glengoyne 24-year-old white oak. I don't know an awful lot about Glengoyne. I did visit it a long, long time ago. Crikey, it was a long time ago, 2014, 10 years ago, I think I visited this distillery. Cracking little distillery. It's quite close to Glasgow, so it's easily done on a day trip out from Glasgow. It is a pretty little tour, and this little knoll and the river and the waterfall behind. It's very, very pretty. Great little tour. They always tell you about the story of the distillery is in the Highlands, but the warehouse is in the Lowlands, because the dividing line of the Highland line is the old Burnfoot Road, as they say. Anyway, this is a 24-year-old single malt matured in first fill bourbon and new charred oak cask. So it's just a very limited release, and it won't be repeated apparently. So it's a one-off. Well, that's a big one-off, but yeah, just fine. Let's pick a winner for that. You've got the wheel ready. I can see.
Wheel is ready, and we're off.
Alex disappears. More peanut butter.
Congratulations. Just had to nip out then and wrestle the Rocco.
There we go. Glengoyne has gone. Glengoyne. Up next is staying in the Highlands here. Staying in the Highlands for this Tomatin Sherry cask collection. So these have all been finished in sherry. There's a 10-year-old from Manzanilla finish. There's a 15-year-old Tomatin from Palacatado and a 17-year-old Pedro Jimenez. So 3 different vintages from the Middleton Distillery, and all finished with sherry casks of different types. They've done this before with a 12-year-old series a long time ago, which was absolutely superb. Their Quattro series. Quattro meaning 4, and they did 4 different sherry finishes, which was fantastic. The Manzanilla Amontillado, I think, was my favorite out of the lot, but it's good to see a Palacatado. You don't see an awful lot of Palacatado. Normally it's just Oloroso and Pedro Jimenez as the sort of common sherry cask finishes, but
Delicious.
They look good. I'm sure they will taste good. Let's pick a winner.
Congratulations, Melanie.
Well done, Melanie. That collection of Tomatin sherry finished whiskey will be winging its way to you shortly. Congratulations. Right, up next, we're going to stay in the Highlands. It's like I've slung this together with some purpose. Glenfarclas Signet Reserve. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, this is another delicious package whiskey. I do like the packaging of these Signet Reserves. There's a stopper on top, which is way too heavy, really. But it looks beautiful, the whole packaging. The whiskey is great. This is an even more decadent of their normal Signet release. This is a little bit different. It's had an extra year of aging in Pedro Jimenez. There we go, PX sherry casks. So, yeah, this is a big one. Very popular, just £5 a ticket, nearly £345 for a bottle. If you want to go and buy one of these, this was just £5 a ticket, and it was quite popular. It sold out quite quickly. Are you ready, Alex? Are you ready with that peanut butter?
Peanut butter's gone. And so have the suckers off the bottom of the brand new.
Oh dear.
Congratulations, David.
Well done, David. That Glenfarclas Signet Reserve will be winging its way to you. Okay, staying in the Highlands. Up next, a little tiny distillery, very small distillery. It was the smallest distillery in Scotland for a long time, but there are smaller distilleries today. Edra. This is a 21-year-old. It's another sherry finish. Look, I've even brought the sherry together as well. This is an Oloroso sherry finished 21-year-old. So it's a big, bold, and sherried Edra. Oloroso cask and then bottled at cask strength. So this is bottled at natural cask strength, 52.1% ABV and 100% natural color. Looks rather splendid, I'd say. I don't know an awful lot about the Edra. I've never visited the distillery. Tasted a few of their whiskies. Anyway, let's pick a winner.
Congratulations, Rab.
Well done, Rab. That 21-year-old Edra will be winging its way to you. Right, up next, we're going to go miles away for some rum. All the way to sunny Barbados. It's sunny Bedfordshire here, but we're going to go all the way to sunny Barbados.
We were streaming live from there.
Yes, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? It's been a long time since I've been to the Caribbean. Okay, this is a pair of Mount Gay rums, the Master Blender Collection, one from Coffee Still and PX Sherry Expressions. So there is the PX Sherry finished one. I guess that one's a very dark one. And then there's the coffee still, which is the continuous still rather than the pot still type. And it's a very rare, antique, 100% copper coffee still as well. So there you go, a little bit more intrigue to it. This was just £5 a ticket. It sold out very, very quickly. Well over £400 for this pair of bottles of whiskey. So just a fiver will win this. Let's pick that winner. While I take a sip. Oh.
Congratulations, Jasmine.
Jasmine. Yeah, it depends where in the world you come from, Jasmine or Jasmine, but congratulations. Obviously a rumhead. I just picked up my my mug there, and I thought I might have matching mug and t-shirt on today, but I messed up. Look at that. I had the matching
Close.
I had the matching mug for my coffee this morning, but I have a new mug for my tea. Right, there we go. Little off track there. Okay, up next we're going to head to Islay before we hit the three big ones. This is an Ardbeg 10-year-old. It's from the year 2000 and it's a single cask number 368. So distilled on the 25th of February in the year 2000, not long after all the computers were going to die. Remember the millennium bug? Anyway.
The millennium bug.
Now, this was bottled on the 3rd of March in 2010, so it's been sitting in a collection somewhere for some time. Only 240 bottles were available. And I'm trying to think of, this would have been one of the earliest 10-year-old released after the distillery was closed for a long time and then reopened and when it was bought by Glengoyne & Co. Anyway, this is a fancy bottle of whiskey for those collectors out there, I would guess. If you didn't get one at the time,
let's see who the winner is.
Someone looking to complete their Ardbeg collection. Libor.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Yes, there we go. Right, the three big ones to come up, each of these increasing in value. The first one, well over £1,000, is the Glenfarclas 40-year-old. A beautiful sherried Speyside whiskey from the little family distillery. Beautiful. I've mentioned this hundreds of times. Every time we have a Glenfarclas, I really do love this little distillery. It's so pretty to visit. Slightly off the beaten track of all the distilleries. You think you're leaving Speyside, and then you just happen upon it. Yes, depending which way you're coming in from Speyside, obviously, because if you're coming in from the other end, it's fairly soon. But there you go. It's a cracking distillery to visit and great whiskey. Let's pick a winner for this 40-year-old, almost as old as me.
Congratulations, Roger.
Congratulations, Roger. That was very popular. That sold out quite quickly. Cool. Lots of Glenfarclas fans out there too. Up next is a Japanese whiskey. We're going to cross the world for this Yamazaki. This is a Mizunara Oak, which is a Japanese oak that gives a sort of spicy incense sort of notes to it. It's a very difficult wood to work with. Mizunara means water oak because it leaks. I think it's probably because it grows in boggy conditions, but it is an absolute nightmare to work with apparently. And yeah, casks do leak. It normally tends to use Mizunara for finishing once they've got a cask watertight or whiskey tight, rather than for the full maturation. But it does give sort of those fragrant sandalwood notes to the whiskey. Anyway, this is a 2022 release, and it's part of their special selection at the time. So let's pick a winner for this. If you want to buy one of these, it ain't cheap. Over £2,000, almost £2,500, I think. But this was just £10 a ticket.
Congratulations, Benjamin.
That's another winner. Congratulations, Benjamin. That Yamazaki Mizunara will be winging its way to you. Okay, we've got the last one today, and it is from the new Middleton Distillery down in the very southern west tip of Ireland. Not right on the west, but right down the bottom there, the new Middleton Distillery. This is the Midleton very rare Forêt de Tronçais whiskey. So this is Tronçais Oak. It's a collaboration with a French cooperage. Yeah, very, very interesting. One of those very rare collections. Almost £4,000 a bottle if you're going to buy these. I guess that gets to do with the old forest, which was established back in the 1600s, really to sustainably supply oak for building ships back those days. But there we go. Fine grain and delicate flavors. That's what it's known for. It's a beautiful looking bottle. I said bottle, it's more of a...
It's amazing, this bottle.
It's a decanter, isn't it? It is really pretty, and it does come in a very pretty wooden box as well. But there you go. Let's pick a winner.
Congratulations, Anthony.
Congratulations. I hope you really enjoy that whiskey. It looks spectacular. I haven't tried it. I can go and see if there are any drinks by the dram, but I doubt it because I won't be able to afford one of those big bottles. Well, there we go. There are the lots for today. Next week, we still have tickets available for 4 lots. 6 of them have just sold. Number 6 sold out this morning. There's another one that's quite close. The Aberfeldy is quite close to selling out. They're in the cheaper seats. Lots more have gone live already yesterday. There's another 6 went live yesterday, and I guess there'll be another 4 to come up over the next couple of days. So keep your eyes peeled on masterofmalt.com competitions, or keep your eye on what's ever new on the Master of Malt, because they should come up in there easy as well. Yeah, old whiskies, rare whiskies for really ridiculously low prices for these ticket prices. The odds are pretty good. Not an awful lot of tickets. I think was it 250 tickets on the most on these ones today. Yeah, keep your eyes peeled and play along. Don't forget to send in those pictures and certainly tell us if you have enjoyed the whiskies. Was it what you thought it was?
Yeah, love to know. Love to know those tasting notes.
We do love to see those tasting notes. Right.
Until next week.
Until next week. It's been lovely seeing you all. Lovely seeing you, Alex.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone. Always a pleasure to see you, David.
And I think that's it. Yep, I